case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In an engaging high-profile case from 1991, two men, Richard Jr. White and his cousin Adrian Raymond White, were convicted for the rape, kidnapping, and robbery of a woman in Anne Arundel County, Maryland. This gripping case rose to notoriety when the Whites attempted to present evidence about the victim's past sexual conduct during the trial. The defendants sought to portray the woman as having engaged in previous sexual transactions for drugs, but the judge firmly denied the submission of this evidence under Maryland's Rape Shield statute. This important law, designed to protect rape victims from intrusive inquiries about their sexual past, only permits introduction of this type of evidence under extremely specific exceptions. Despite their criminal defense attorney's efforts, the trial court ruled the nature of the evidence was not relevant to their case, and its prejudicial effect outweighed any potential value. The convictions were stiff. Richard and Adrian White found themselves sentenced to life imprisonment for rape, alongside 1 year for theft and 10 years for kidnapping. These harsh sentences underscored the seriousness of the crimes committed and the determined pursuit of justice by Maryland's judiciary system. Undeterred, the Whites' lawyers appealed the court's ruling, particularly targeting the exclusion of the controversial evidence which they insisted supported their defense. However, the Court of Appeals remained unswayed by their argument. They endorsed the original court's decision to uphold the conviction and excluded the victim's alleged past sexual conduct, finding it irrelevant to the criminal charges. In their determination, the Court of Appeals emphasized the right to confrontation, effective defense, and due process, balanced against the state's interest in protecting victims of sexual crimes from potentially inflammatory evidence about their sexual history. The Whites claim that the judge improperly handled the inflammatory nature of the evidence fell on deaf ears. The court maintained that constitutional rights did not supersede the state's legitimate interest in excluding the evidence under Art. 27, Section 461A. Ultimately, the convictions were upheld, punctuating a tense trial with a firm commitment to justice. The Whites were held liable for costs, and their attempts to introduce evidence about the victim's past sexual conduct were emphatically dismissed. The reverberations of this case continue to steer interpretations of rape shield law in the courtrooms of Maryland.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.